everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a requested video which is a rundown of some of the best clean, fresh perfumes out there. There are loads and loads of different sort of fresh, clean ones, so I'm sure this isn't a comprehensive list and it's very much based on my opinion, and I'm sure you guys can think of lots of others as well. So if you do know any others, then please do leave them in the comments. I'd love to get like a bit of a conversation going, see if we can think of all the different clean ones out there. If you're new here, then welcome, thanks for watching, welcome to my little perfume world on the internet. So no list of fresh, clean perfumes would be complete without perhaps the most famous, most obvious one, which is of course Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This fragrance has been out since the 90s and the packaging, the advertisement and the smell are all about the freshness. And I think what's quite interesting actually is as I go through and as I made this list, I noticed that a lot of them have a theme around the Mediterranean freshness. I guess that type of climate is where a lot of citrus fruits can grow, and I think most fresh fragrances have lemon, lime, orangey citrus notes in them, particularly lemon and lime, and neroli, all those sort of lemon blossomy type smells, because that's kind of what makes a perfume smell fresh to us, I think. So D&G Light Blue is all about the lemons. There's apple in there as well, and some sort of fresh cedary type smell. So it does kind of smell like being in a Mediterranean beach or forest or something by the sea. The next one on my list is perhaps one that's a little less well known, and it's by Hermes, and it's In Jardin sur la Nile. I think I'm pronouncing that correct, I'm probably not. And this is from their gorgeous little sort of garden range that they have, and this is all about the grapefruit. So it's zesty and fresh and really does feel like a Mediterranean garden. You've also got lotus and mango in here, again really adding to the freshness. And Hermes make really good quality perfumes, and they add in some woody notes underneath which really help them last. So this really interestingly has bulrush in, as in like I think that's the rushes on the Nile that you get at the side of the river, and there's also tomato in here as well, so really interesting notes in here, but definitely quite an expensive smelling fresh perfume, really nice. You've got mango and lotus flower. So next up is Bright Crystal from Basalt Chi. I've mentioned this quite a few times in videos. I find it to be a really fresh, clean scent. It has peony in, which although it obviously is a flower, I don't really think smells overly floral. I think it smells quite fresh and green. Again, this perfume has lotus in, and it also has those aquatic notes. And the fruit in here is yuzu, which kind of looks like a lemon. So that sort of gives us that citrusy vibe that makes things smell so fresh. Next up, and I think of quite a similar vein, is Aqua De Gio from Armani. Again, famous for being a fresh perfume. This has lots of peony in as well, but it also has lily of the valley, lilies, interestingly pineapple as well, which I guess is quite a sort of zesty type fruit. There's lemon and hyacinth, which again make it fresh. And interesting, they've also put a like the smell of vodka in here, which I guess is quite a clean kind of smell when you think about it. But again, really famous for being a sort of green, fresh fragrance. Aqua De Gio, been around for a long time, like light blue. Next up is perhaps a bit of an obvious one. Fresh Couture from Moschino. Everything about this bottle screams fresh, even having it as a squeezy bottle thing, which I find a little bit peculiar. But I guess most cleaning products do have that fresh smell, so for people that really want to just smell clean and fresh, then they literally have hit the nail on the head with this bottle. This is again peony, but lots of bergamot and lots of mandarin orange, so it's that citrus and the peony. You'll notice the theme here, which just gives that real freshness to it. So next up is one I wasn't sure whether I was going to include, but I decided to include it, and that's L'Eau d'Izzy from Issey Miyake. Now this is a really clean smelling perfume, but I'm not sure that it's fresh because it is on the heavier side of clean. It essentially smells like a really rich lotus flower. There's melon in here, which I guess is quite fresh. Again, peony features and lily of the valley. So it's definitely a very clean, neutral smell, but especially the Eau de Parfum version, it is quite heavy. So perhaps the Eau de Toilette version, or even better, some of the summer versions that they bring out, the fresher ones, would be perfect for a clean, fresh version of Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey. Jo Malone has quite a few fresh options, but I've decided to include French Lime Blossom here because this is super limey, super fresh, really summery and springy and nice and lovely and fresh. Along with the lime and also bergamot, they've put some sort of beeswaxy type smell in there, which helps give it a little bit more depth. But predominantly this is like a green, fresh lime fragrance. Perfect for springtime, I think. Then lastly we have Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino Aqua Unisex fragrance, and as you can tell from the packaging and the advertising as well, this is another sort of Mediterranean fresh type fragrance, quite aquatic. Neroli is the main note you get in here, definitely. So I hope you found that list useful. I guess in terms of seasons, these are all very like spring summer fragrances, but some people do just love smelling clean and fresh, so I can imagine there are plenty of people that wear these all year round. In terms of lasting, I'd say with the exception of Issey Miyake, none of these are going to be particularly fantastic for lasting or sillage, just because the nature of a fresh perfume is that it's quite light. You've not got any deep aromatics, incensey or deep woody or ambery notes in here, and there's no patchouli in them, which is really good for lasting. So you're not gonna find any of these you're still smelling like lemons 8 hours later, but I don't think anyone really expects that from any of these. So do let me know if you wear any of these or if you have any others to add to the list in the comments below. But that's it, so thanks so much for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye!